Come here now, girl.
There are a few things that were going to make me come out of my long ass vacation, which seems to still be ongoing. One of them would have been a horrible Fairy Tail chapter. So thank you, Mashima, for Fairy Tail chapter 519. The worst Fairy Tail chapter since 500. Well, that really, there's quite a lot of bad Fairy Tail chapters, but my god, this one was dog shit. Doesn't even begin to describe how stupid this was. I mean, should we just start with the first problem of where the fuck is this light coming from that Erza is using to cut the meteor? I mean, for reals? Like, it's just random light, I guess. I mean, friendship beam. I mean, we've joked about the friendship beam, but it's an actual thing now. It actually exists on Fairy Tail chapter 519, the friendship beam. Oh man. Then you have Wendy waking up. Oh man. The worst part about all this is I'm just building up to the bullshit, right? This isn't even the bullshit, right? This is just like the build up to the stupidity that's about to come. Because I know how Wendy is even awake. She was supposed to be unconscious after the magic. Not to mention, she still has enough magical power to do an enchantment that allows normal people to call dragons. And I assume that freaking enchantment would take a significant amount of magic power, but not for Wendy, not for a member of Fairy Tail. After all, fucking Umtier showed up whenever Wendy needed it, so why the fuck can't she pull out some insane magic that can now allow normal people to call dragon slayers? Would have been helpful in Grand Magic Games, Wendy, anyway. Just saying. And then freaking Erza cuts Eileen from neck to freaking, I think, vagina, and then she's not even injured in a human form. In dragon form, she's beaten. For some reason, she transforms back into a human. I have no idea why. She seems to be more powerful in dragon form. You think she'd just stay in a dragon form and finish off Erza. And then she grabs a sword and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Erza." And then Erza laughs. And this is where the freaking train doesn't even go off the track. It goes off the track, ends up in an explosion, comes back on the track, goes off the track, and ends up in 2 explosions. This is... What the fuck was the point of this entire 2-3 chapter fight with the second strongest Spriggan in the freaking Spriggan crap? Well, Spriggan 12 as they like to be known in the manga. I mean, for fuck, this random ass cutesy flashback that fills me with about as much emotion as beating my head against a rock for 2 hours would, and then Eileen goes and commits suicide. I mean, this on top of the fact that Erza is still able to move, despite the fact that Eileen's enchantment is supposed to be some godly enchantment. She's still able to move. For some reason, Eileen doesn't just enchant the arm that she uses to cut the meteor. And I haven't even talked about how much bullshit it is that Erza can cut a meteor after tanking 3, I think she's fought 2 Spriggans, tanking Natsu and Gray's freaking combo attack with just her bare arms in her non-defense armor. The armor that gives her the least amount of defense. Okay? Still able to cut a meteor. Then, oh man, then she's still able to move against Eileen's godlike enchantment. Okay? After cutting said meteor. How fucking broken is Erza? Did all this without Nakagami Starlight, by the way, without her most broken armor, or any armor for that matter. She doesn't use any. Oh man. How many armors does Erza have? Why the fuck doesn't she just use loads of them? I could rant for days on just this meteor cutting bullshit, but the Irene suicide I think is way more pressing than this bullshit freaking. So okay, so Eileen then decides to stab herself. How pitiful! That really that's gonna be my caption, man. Just how pitiful. That's the freaking title of this freaking review or rant or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fairy Tail fans, leave. Just leave. Go away. I don't need you in this video. Okay. And then, actually, no, stay. You need to get your ass spanked. Honestly. Oh. So Eileen commits suicide. We get a dumb flashback, and Eileen's like, "I've always loved you. I couldn't kill you. I've always loved you." I didn't even know who was writing. Like, a person wrote this? Is that did a computer write? I don't know who wrote this, okay? Because a person cannot write this bad, okay? It's just physically impossible. So let me get this straight. You can't kill her because she's your daughter and you love her, right? But you're okay with sending a meteor you thought was 100% going to kill her up until it didn't. You can't stab her, no. But a meteor, bringing it down on her face, which would have eradicated Urza and pretty much everything around her, including Zareth, by the way. Which, I mean, seriously, whose side do you want, Eileen? But yeah, you've always loved her. Yeah, that's fine. She's always loved her. This is love, okay? I love my child so much that I am not willing to kill them, but I will happily send a meteor down on their ass and still call it love. What are we reading? Just no. No. I can't even be mad. It's fairy tale, right? I mean, this is just a thing that happens every week. Oh man, I was having such a nice break as well. This is every part of this chapter is BS. Every single part of this chapter, from Wendy waking up, from the meteor being caught, from Urza still being alive and conscious, from freaking Eileen's stupid suicide. Which, by the way, Eileen's coming back. Okay, I would put money on it that Eileen's coming back. I still don't think Makarov is dead. Do you think someone's actually gonna die in this war? Ha! She's either coming back as a ghost, spirit, time ghost, freaking real. She's coming back. We'll see her again. I mean, she's going to be back before the end of this chapter. I assume all the dragons or dragon slayers are going to fight Archeologia. And Eileen, I assume, is going to show up at one point to do something. So she's going to be back. Suicide is going to be averted. I mean, Urza's mother, the woman with, let's be honest, big tits here. I mean, it's Mashima. He loves his tits. He's not going to sacrifice any tits in this freaking series. It's just not happening, okay? She's coming back. So the suicide is pointless. You know, Ashma, go fuck yourself is what I can say to you.